60% of the housing market is now considered unaffordable, so I decided to do something about it. I scouted out the entire Dallas area until I found 5 builders with 5% interest rates in 5 different cities. Let's talk about it. Hi everyone, I'm Wendy Pinnell, and it's time to find you a great interest rate. So let's get started in Garland. If you want to find Garland on the map, Lake Ray Hubbard will help you out because it points right to it. Garland is north and east of downtown Dallas and west and slightly north of Lake Ray Hubbard. Garland is within Dallas County. And if you don't like worrying about a city, that's changing or exploding in growth, you'll be happy to hear that Garland is actually shrinking with a growth rate of a negative 1.4%. It's definitely not small though, okay, with a current population of 235,293. And a population density pretty close to what you would find in Plano at 4,123 per square mile. Well, that negative growth rate may just be doing a number on the new construction home market in Garland, and I don't think the builders are too happy about it. New construction homes in Garland are staying on the market for an average of 99 days, and that's quite a long time before making a sale. And I know I've said this before, and I'll say it again, overexposed and unhappy builders make for some happy buyers getting great deals. More specifically, in this case, 43 potentially great deals. Garland currently has 43 new construction active listings for you to choose from, and lucky for you, I'm here to tell you which ones have the best deals. We only made one stop in Garland because both deals are in the same community. It's called Riverset, and the first builder there offering incentives worth talking about is MI Homes. Now, MI Homes at Riverset is offering 5.75% fixed rate on a 30-year FHA mortgage. Along with that, they're also offering up to $5,000 in paid closing costs, but you do have to close by the end of the year. Now, if you like the sound of Riverset, you better act quickly because they only have 5 current inventory homes for sale, and only 3 of them will close in time to grab that fixed rate deal. Now, Riverset is looking pretty good when it comes to amenities. It has a luxury resort style pool, plenty of hike and bike trails, and numerous parks and ponds within the community. It also has a really cute dog park, nice little children's playground, and some really beautiful green belts surrounding the area. Now let me tell you a little bit about Garland schools. Now, Riverset is within Garland ISD, and it's B rated by the Texas Education Agency. Great Schools gives them a fairly good score, showing 25% of students as scoring above average. But here's the really cool thing about Garland ISD. Okay, you ready? It's an open school district. Okay, now that means you can request to enroll your child in any of Garland's schools regardless of individual zone. Okay, so let's just say you move to Riverset. You'll be in Davis Elementary, which scores a 5 out of 10, Bussey Middle School with a 3 out of 10, and North Garland High School, which scores a 6 out of 10. All right, well, those are not particularly thrilling scores, but Garland has 17 different schools with 7 out of 10 ratings or higher. So being in an open school district means you can pick the school for your child. So if you like Riverset, you don't have to settle for a 3 out of 10 middle school, all right? Garland doesn't care that you're not technically in the zoning map of a top school. As long as your child has transportation to and from school, they can request to attend any of Garland's campuses. Speaking of transportation, I need to mention the commute in Garland. Being in Dallas County means only a 30-minute drive to downtown Dallas, an 11-minute drive to Richardson, and an 18-minute drive to Plano. Now, these are major job hubs, and many of our buyers are working in these cities and they want new construction without a long commute, right? That's a hard thing to come by in Dallas because most of the new construction is going to be in your outer suburbs. Well, Riverset and Garland can bring you both new construction and a short commute. Now that Garland is sounding better and better, let's talk about the other builder offering a fixed rate deal at Riverset. The builder is Brightland Homes, And they're not playing around with the low rates, okay? Brightland is offering the first year of your loan at only 4.75%. The second year comes in at 5.75%, and the remaining 3 through 30 years of your loan finish out at 6.75%. Now, Brightland at Riverset also only has 3 inventory homes for you to choose from for this deal, and of course, right, the amenities are the same. So is Riverset a good fit for you? Well, the median sales price here in Riverset is $535,000. Well, from Garland, we headed northeast and then right between the 2 lakes where we ended up at Lavon. Now, Lavon is in the very popular Collin County, and its growth reflects that, okay? Lavon is growing at an annual rate of 17%. The population isn't too large at 7,376, but the density isn't too small either at 2,914 people per square mile. Lavon comes in behind Garland with an average days on market of 72 for new construction homes. The city also has a decent amount of new construction. It has 84 active new construction listings currently for sale. Now, if you dream of lakeside living, but you're still on a budget, Lavon may be a great fit for you. Our stop here in Lavon was a community called Lavon, and it's built out by D.R. Horton. Now, D.R. Horton is offering a fixed rate of 5.99% for FHA loans and 6.25% for conventional loans if you close by the end of the year. Now, on top of that, they're throwing another $6,000 towards closing costs plus $4,000 in flex cash, and they'll pay the title policy for you. But that wasn't enough with D.R. Horton when it comes to Lavon, okay? They decided to sweeten the deal by offering an extra incentive of a 2-1 buy-down option with 3.99% the first year, then 4.99% the second year, and 5.99% fixed rates for years 3 through 30. Now, selection-wise, Lavon has plenty to choose from, okay? It currently has 31 inventory homes for sale. All right, so we are talking about a seriously overexposed builder here. So Lavon has a lot to choose from, and it also has some fantastic amenities too. They have a nice pond with a fountain, they have a pool, cute little splash pad, and you're less than a 5-minute drive from the lake. Well, now that we've covered all of the water-related options, okay, for those who enjoy outdoor activities, Lavon has parks, playgrounds, they have a whole network of bike and hike trails. They also have sports courts, and of course, all right, your furry friends are all gonna be covered because they've got a nice little dog park too. So you have these great amenities, low interest rates, and 31 homes to choose from, and guess what? They're all affordable. The median sales price is just $336,000. You're probably at this point thinking, you know, like Lavon is like almost too good to be true, right? You know, you got all this stuff to offer, you know, amenities, low interest rates, lakeside living. Okay, but we do need to talk about the schools. Lavon is within Community ISD, which is B rated by the Texas Education Agency, and greatschools.org shows that only 1% of their students are scoring above average. Commute-wise, it's a 30-minute drive to Plano, but around a 50-minute drive to downtown Dallas. So is Lavon a good fit for you? Well, you know, let's just say, for example, if you're looking to retire and you want an affordable home by the lake in a neighborhood with amenities, then yeah, okay, it could be a great fit. Or let's just say you're single, right? You're buying your first home. Maybe you want to be close to your job at Plano. Could be a good fit. Okay, or let's just say you're a homeschooling family where you want your kiddos to have plenty of things to do outside, but you know, school ratings aren't like much of a concern for you. Okay, Lavon could be a good fit for you as well. Well, from Lavon, we headed south and east where we made our next stop out in Royce City. Now, Royce City is in Rockwall County, and it's growing at a pretty fast rate of 16% per year. The current population is 21,863, and the city has a population density of 1185. All right, but how about the state of new construction sales? All right. Are we in for a good deal or what? Well, it sure looks like it. Okay, Royce City's new construction homes are staying on the market longer than Lavon's are. You just know builders out there are not gonna be happy about that, right? The average days on the market for new construction in Royce City is 94, okay? So we're talking over 3 months. Their collection of new construction homes currently for sale isn't too shabby either, with 144 current active listings. All right, but let's jump into the good stuff, okay? Royce City seriously wants your business because they have a total of 3 different builders offering low fixed interest rates. The first community we stopped at is called Waterscape, okay? And the builder here is History Maker. So what's the low rate? Well, History Maker is offering 5.99% for all 30 years of your loan at their Waterscape community. Waterscape currently has 14 active listings for you to choose from. But is it a good fit for you? Well, the community has all the amenities you're gonna want, right? They have a beautiful pond with a fountain, an amenity center, multiple pools to enjoy, their very own dog park, a play field for soccer, football, or whatever residents might wanna play. They have a sand volleyball court. They've got an indoor clubhouse, right? For like when you want like community hangouts. Now, unlike Lavon, Waterscape is going to be a little more expensive, okay? They have a median sales price of $376,000. Also, unlike Lavon, Royce City schools are A-rated by the TEA. Okay, a full 50% of their students are scoring above average. However, you will have to pay for these higher school ratings with a bit of a longer drive, okay? Because the commute to Dallas is about 45 minutes. If Waterscape is slightly out of your price range, we found another low interest rate deal out in Royce City with an even more affordable median sales price. The community is called Veranda, and lucky for you, there are actually multiple builders there offering some pretty enticing incentives, okay? First builder is called Centex, and here's the deal. A fixed rate of 5.75% for the entire 30 years of your loan. Now, the only drawback is that this offer is available only on certain inventory homes that can close by the end of the year. If you're interested in Veranda, you're in luck because there are currently 11 inventory homes for sale built by Centex. They're not too shabby when it comes to amenities either, okay? So like just picture yourself like lounging over at the community pool with your neighbors while the kiddos hang out at the splash pad, okay? Plus you've got a clubhouse, which is like just another hangout spot, right? You got a playground, you got miles of walking and biking trails, and they also have a basketball court and soccer field. Now, like I said, Veranda is definitely more on the affordable side with a median sales price of only $328,000. The second builder out at Veranda offering a great deal is MI Homes. Now, just like Centex, MI Homes is offering a fixed rate of 5.75% on a 30-year FHA or VA loan. For conventional loans, the rate is a little higher at 6.125% for a 30-year loan, but they're gonna make up for that by paying up to $5,000 in closing costs. That about sums up Royce City, but don't worry because we are not done in Rockwall County yet. All right, next up, we headed south and west where we ended up in the city of Fate. Now, Fate is actually very similar in size and growth to Royce City. Right, it's growing at 14% per year, and it has a population of 27,309. It's about twice as densely populated as Royce City with 2,305 per square mile. Now, Fate's builders are a little happier than the last 2 cities we visited, with an average days on market for new construction homes of only 28 days. But don't worry too much because we still found a great deal on interest rates. Plus, with 52 inventory homes currently for sale, some of those builders are gonna be motivated. Fate only gave us 1 community offering a fixed rate, but we weren't all that mad about it because it's a really good one. Wood Creek community built by D.R. Horton is offering buyers a fixed rate of 5.99% for FHA loans, a 6.25 fixed rate for conventional loans, if they close by the end of the year. Now, if you remember D.R. Horton back in Lavon, okay, you'll remember this incentive too. It comes with a $6,000 allowance towards closing costs, plus $4,000 in flex cash, plus they'll pay the title policy. Okay, so there's definitely nothing to scoff at there. Now, at the moment, Wood Creek is offering a pretty nice selection of homes with 12 active listings. All right, now wait till you hear all of the amenities this has. This is very nice. They have a state-of-the-art fitness center. Okay, they've got a resort-style pool, playground for families with kiddos, right? They got a clubhouse, and again, they have a cute little dog park. They also have a soccer field, really nice little pond that you can pass by, like, on your evening walks. Surprisingly, this one's coming in at a fairly accessible price point, okay? The median sales price for homes in Wood Creek stands at just $380,000. So is Fate a good fit for you? Well, Fate falls into both Rockwall and Royce City school districts, and both of those are A-rated by the TEA. We saw before that Royce City boasts 50% of their students scoring above average. Turns out that Rockwall ISD is even better, with 62% of their students scoring above average. The commute, it's not terrible, okay? It's not all that bad. It's about 45 minutes from downtown Dallas. Well, from Fate, we decided to head south and slightly west over to Forney. It's in Kaufman County, and it's well known for having a lot of newer neighborhoods. And it's growing fairly quickly because of that, okay? We're talking like 14% annual growth. The current population, 35,498, which means your density is just under 2,400 a square mile. Now, to give you a little context on what that might feel like, okay, it's more densely populated than Royce City, and then it's like way less densely populated than Garland, okay? Because we saw Garland is over 4,000 people per square mile. Here's the most important thing you'll want to hear about Forney. The current state of new construction home sales out there is really causing quite a stir with the builders. On average, these homes are spending around 74 days on the market. Now, that's a significant amount of time, and it's safe to say that this isn't what the builders had in mind when they chose to build that many in the first place. The rate of time these homes are staying on the market is definitely a cause of concern for the builders, and of course a cause for celebration for the buyers. So Forney is currently a great place to buy new construction. Oh, and by the way, the city of Forney is also making major headlines with the sheer amount of new construction homes they have out there. As of this very moment, Forney has 307 new construction homes available for sale. Okay, so you talk about options for buyers. All right, but enough about the city. Let's talk about this, 5% interest rate. The community we stopped at is called Devonshire, and the builder offering the fixed rate incentive out there is History Maker Homes. Now, when I say fixed rate, I mean it's a 5.99% interest rate for the entire 30 years of your loan. Now, I'm sure you're probably wondering, okay, that sounds great, but what are the terms for a deal like that? Well, good question, and you may be pleasantly surprised. They have been releasing these kinds of sales all year, but the terms to this particular sale are that you use their lender and that you close by the end of the year. Oh, and here's another awesome perk to the deal, right? This fixed rate is actually being offered at all History Maker communities, except for just a couple that are currently in closeout. All right, time to sweeten the deal even more. Devonshire currently has 60 active listings, okay? So we're talking about tons of homes to choose from. Devonshire really is a lovely community with plenty of hiking and biking trails, multiple green belts, plus you have several ponds and parks as well. Okay, it also has a large pool, splash pad, 2 amenity centers, and again, it's gonna come with its own little dog park. And here's the best part, okay? You get all of these amenities in a community with a median sales price of $420,000. All right, so 420 plus, those 5.99% interest rates. Okay, so is Devonshire in Forney a good fit for you? Well, Forney ISD is B-rated by the Texas Education Agency, and 19% of their students are scoring above average. All right, if you've got a job in Dallas, the commute is only about 40 minutes. Before leaving Forney, we found 2 other communities offering great deals on low interest rates. The next community is built by D.R. Horton, and it's called Governor's Lots. Now, this neighborhood, okay, it's just that, okay, it's a neighborhood, right? A little more modest, and it's definitely not using its amenities to draw in buyers, okay? But it is using some pretty fantastic incentives, okay? You've heard it already from D.R. Horton, okay, but here it is again. 5.99% fixed rate for FHA loans, 6.25% fixed for conventional loans, plus $6,000 towards closing costs and $4,000 in flex cash, plus they'll pay the title policy for you. And Governor's Lots just happens to be one of the lucky communities because that extra incentive applies here as well, okay? Remember that one? A 2-1 buy down option with 3.99, 4.99, and 5.99% interest rates. So yeah, it doesn't have any amenities. It's just a normal neighborhood, but it does have 6 quick move-in homes, and it has a ridiculously affordable median sales price of only $285,000. Our final stop in Forney was at another D.R. Horton community called Travis Ranch Marina, and you guessed it, they're offering the same exact fixed rate deal of 5.99 for FHA loans and 6.25 for conventional loans if you close by the end of the year. Don't worry, the additional $6,000 for closing costs, $4,000 flex cash payment of title policy, and the 2-1 buy down option for an even lower rate, all of that applies here too. They have 9 active listings as of now, and they have a good amount of amenities, right? We're talking like a pavilion, park, playground, multiple green belts, and of course you gotta have your swimming pool. The median sales price is not bad here either at only $305,000. Now, one thing you may have noticed about Forney is how many available homes they have. And really in Dallas, we have a lot of communities like that, okay, that are just really exposed right now with hundreds of homes sitting vacant. In fact, I did an entire video about overexposed builders who are desperate to unload their inventory. You watch that video right here. In the meantime, Wendy out.